Bolchazy-Carducci Publishers takes great pride in the Latin for the New Millennium series. BC's founder, the late Dr. Lou Bolchazy, envisioned Latin for the New Millennium as the crown jewels that would complement BC's library of Latin 3 and Latin 4 textbooks. In classrooms across the country, at colleges, high schools, middle schools, and junior highs, Latin for the New Millennium's pioneering approach that fuses the reading method and the traditional grammar approach has helped thousands of students learn Latin. An overview of the table of contents readily demonstrates that Latin for the New Millennium tells the story of Latin literature, introducing students to the adapted Latin of 18 major Roman authors. Students encounter different kinds of writing, from history to letters to the comedies of Terence and Plautus. Students experience the Romans themselves speaking, Cicero in a letter to his wife, Catullus in an adapted poem to his girlfriend, Seneca philosophizing about growing old. 3 specially created maps provide students geographical context for the Latin readings. For example, the City of Rome plan accompanies Horace's reading about his encounter with a boorish man in the Forum. Each chapter begins with a lush illustration that can be used as a pre-reading prompt or activity for the Latin passage that follows. A memorabile dictu also connects to the author and the Latin reading. A pre-reading essay contextualizes each reading for the student. Vocabulary is presented in alpha order on the page facing. Comprehension questions follow each reading, and they can be answered Anglice aut Latine. All of the readings are adapted from the Roman authors, and by their very nature engender serious classroom discussion. The second exercise in each chapter provides work with English derivatives. The language facts are drawn directly from the chapter reading. And then, as you see here with the second declension charts, teacher focus groups told us that their students wanted complete charts, and so we provided them. The new second edition of LNM 1 provides 8 additional exercises in areas where teachers felt there was need for additional reinforcement or laddering. Latin for the New Millennium is student friendly. Its layout, type size, and white space are attractive and resonate with today's student. In addition, by the ways and study tips help students process the information presented and suggest ways to recall it and study it. Vocabulary to learn sections are broken out by part of speech with full dictionary entries. And as I've mentioned, teachers told us students prefer the full chart, and there you see it for positive and negative imperatives. One of the reasons Dr. Bolchazy chose authors Terence Tunberg and Milena Menkova to create Latin for the New Millennium Levels 1 and 2 was because of their renown as active Latin enthusiasts. And we see that in the talking section that ends each chapter of LNM 1. High school students are talking in Latin about an everyday topic like how to say hello, running late for school, going to the dentist. After every 3 chapters, LNM has a review unit with additional exercises and a new Latin reading. The vocabulary to learn from the 3 chapters is now presented collectively as vocabulary to know. Each review also contains 4 sets of extension materials that connect to the subject matter of the chapter's readings. 1, Connecting with the Ancient World, talks about Roman everyday life, while Considering the Classical Gods presents the major deities. And the exploring essays written by classic scholars make connections between the ancient world and today's world. The Mirabile Auditu pages present Latin phrases, mottos, and abbreviations still used in English today. The workbook contains exercises for reinforcement as well as additional readings to build students' confidence in reading Latin. The new 2nd edition provides in exercise 2 of every chapter an English derivative exercise, paralleling exercise 2 in the text itself. The Teacher's Manual is a powerful resource that recognizes the demands placed on today's teachers' time and energy. It contains translations for all of the readings and conversations, answers to all of the exercises, background essays, teacher by the ways, teaching tips and suggestions, and, given the special expertise of the authors, a bounty of oral exercises presented for easy implementation in the classroom. The 2nd edition of Latin for the New Millennium Level 1 emphasizes English derivative study. So each chapter in the Teacher's Manual ends with a set of etymological notes for the list of English derivatives printed at the end of each student chapter. The Secure Teachers Lounge offers another set of resources: free reproducible maps and activity sheets, a test bank in Word or for Kia use, as well as teacher shared materials. We're very proud of Latin for the New Millennium. Feel free to contact us with your questions regarding purchases for the classroom, david@bolchazy.com, regarding pedagogy and the text itself, don@bolchazy.com. Thank you.